just enough, then it's in that chain and it's tight, so you just lift up a tiny amount, then that can go in there. Now you see that's tight.
So before you start any baling, make sure your arm is at the 1 o'clock position when you're sat on the tractor seat. So when you look from your tractor seat behind you, you can see the arms at 1 o'clock. If it isn't, it needs resetting. To do that, you do it with this wheel behind the door of the baler. So just remove the twine from the wheel and you turn it clockwise and you'll see the arm do its full rotation. If the arm isn't in the correct starting position, then it won't end up stringing up at the right time and your bale will end up in a bit of a mess. So it comes all the way back up. And soon it will drop back into that 1 o'clock position. And as soon as it drops, that's when you know it's in the correct position. There we go. Put your string back on. So this wheel has different settings for how much string you want on your bale. If you're needing to change the density of the bale, it's this arm here. This baler only has one density setting. If you want to make the bale lighter, then you just need to drill a couple of holes in here and move this rod up this arm. The door's just held on with these clips, so you just make sure that they're in the right position to go back into there. Okay. You need the wire that's supplied to be connected to a battery. So we've connected it to the battery of the tractor, and that'll allow your horn to sound, and also your baler might have a control box with a button to open and close the door, or it might have a rope that you pull on to open and close the door. What gear will you be putting the tractor in?
Low third.
Low third?
Yeah. Low second anyway, I remembered.
We're in low second?
Yeah.
Why did you change gear?
Because I thought it was low third, but it's low second. It's low third for tedding.
photo with the bales in the background. If your baler gets a bit clogged up like this at the front, that's probably because your row's a little bit high for your tractor and the baler. But just stop, get it all cleared out and go again. Let it feed through.
Yeah, well, I realised like when you have to stop now, so that's what I'm doing.
So what's your advice? When do you have to stop?
Well, with these small balers, like just there, you filming it?
Yeah.
But if you look there,
Yeah.
there's a massive clump, isn't there, all
Yeah.
there? Well, I'm going to have to stop. So then what the baler can do is it can take in the grass at its own pace, and it doesn't have to take that in. Then it has to take in some more straight away. It can just take it in as slow as it wants. Then when all the grass is gone, all the massive clump is gone in front of you, then you can move again. So you have to like look in front of you, and then when you see something you have to wait until you get there and look behind you and then see that it's all massive and you can see it because it's all clogged up.
Because it looks like you're about to come to a big clump
yeah,
there.
so I'm going to come forward a bit.
Yeah.
Wait until it starts hooking onto the grass, let it all take all the grass at its own pace, then move again. And if there's no big clump, I'll stop just for a half a second, lets it get some of it, so then it has nothing to get, then go on again.
If you find that your arm's got stuck in this position and hasn't flicked back over, might be that, as you could see before, we were having a bit of trouble with this one, having too much grass go in the baler. So when it's tried to string up, it's got itself caught up here. So we're just going to set the PTO going again and give the arm a gentle nudge over.
That's not dry hay, that's soaking wet effectively.
Right, so the grass is too wet.
You're allowed 6% moisture. The way they've done it or I've seen people say they do it, is they take a clump, weigh it, put it in the microwave to get rid of all the moisture and weigh it again and see what moisture content they've got. And it's the moisture content at the bottom, not at the top.
Yeah. Yeah, you can feel the difference when you pull it out. You can feel the difference between how dry it is on the top, and you get a bit from the bottom and it's soaking wet, and it clumps it up. But yeah, and how it's being rowed.
Indeed.
It's all. But I mean, the grass that we've cut here is full of docks. You know, it was never designed to be.
It's still dry.
Yeah, no, I've turned it off now.
So one of the big problems we're having is that the grass we're trying to bale is so bad. It's really lumpy when we've rowed it up, which is causing us problems with clogging up the baler. Tomorrow we'll have to re-row these ones and get them into a bit of a better condition for the baler. Keep going, yeah.
that with straw, hay, whatever, and the thing hasn't said.
Hasn't told the arm to come off.
Okay, go on then.
Keep the string off, so then you can see what it was.
All right, go on then.
So the string's all fallen off like this.
Yeah.
That's gone down.
Yeah.
That's gone down there because it knows that it's full.
Okay.
But whenever the string is off, the shear bolt snaps, and that won't come back up.
Depends how much twine you want on the bale. So minimum's the smallest wheel.
And how do you tighten it up?
And then you pull this from this direction, so you always pull into the bale.
Right,
So if you go again, so if you're going to turn the wheel, you need to take the string off, otherwise it'll tangle itself up. But now, I think if, like before, if you
should you have it crossed?
yeah, it's supposed to be crossed. Yeah, so we put a shear bolt on, and that piece there has come out, so that needs to feed into that wheel there.
Do you want to get tired? Do you want to do this?
Yeah, both.
And how do you get that in there then?
Yeah, just keep pulling like that. That's it. So you can pull it through again.
Right.
So if you two change that shear bolt again. So we're going to show you how to replace the shear bolt. You can see it in here where it's broken. There's the other end of it. So you can see it's snapped off, so take it out. So what we need to do is line a hole back up and refit a shear bolt. So my handy assistant is going to turn the PTO shaft by hand. So obviously make sure your tractor's off, engine's off, everything's in neutral, and your PTO shaft will turn easily. If you're on your own, take the door off the hinges, and then you'll be able to turn the PTO shaft with one hand and feel for the hole to line up with the other hand. So as he turns, a hole will appear. Okay, we're coming up. Tiny bit more. There we go. Right, so we'll be able to get that shear bolt and put that in there. So you'll have a handy toolkit in your baler, which will include some spare shear bolts. So I'm gonna line that up with one of those. There we go, like so. I know. Got this spring washer. Can you see it? Ryan's taken over the fitting of the shear bolt because I can't keep hold of the nut or the washer.
Which side is which?
Oh, they're both 10s.
10. Yes, are the only worker works.
When I did it, I found it easier to get the roll pin horizontal first, and then it'll go in.
This one?
Yeah, on the